As you know, Morgan Rielly's been suspended 5 games for cross-checking Ridley Gregg to the head. So we ask, if you were NHL discipline chief George Parros, how many games would you have banished the blue and white blue liner? 3, 4, 5, or 6? Of course, you can go wherever you want. Cheryl Pounder, you saw the play. What would you have given Morgan Rielly?
3 games for me, Jimmy, and there's no question about it. It was a suspendable offense, but for me, you know, you look at the intensity of it, it's going to be 3 games. I also look at, you know, the comparables. I look at Gallagher on Pelech, and it was certainly under that.
3 games for me as well, but obviously as soon as we knew it was an in-person, it elevates to 5 automatically. If it's 2-3 games, then you've got low-level grumbling, maybe from the fan base, certainly not from the Leafs, because they expected something, but now we're digging around, right? We're looking at comps in the last couple of years where similar plays got a 1-game suspension.
Yeah. Off the board, 2 games. I'm happy this is the last time I ever going to answer this question.
It's a long few days. It was a long few days.
I just looked at it, and you get all these videos from fans, and there's comparables, player safety videos, and there's just so many. You're like, okay, that's 1 or 2. It's going to be the same. It doesn't have a history. I thought it would be 2 games and say, okay, now you're on our radar. There's your 2 games.
Yeah. I mean, 5's okay if that's going to be the standard. And the next time somebody cross-checks to the head, it's 5. But like you said, it's all over the place. Which of these 3 Calgary Flame players should be #1 on the new TSN trade bait board Wednesday? Noah Hanifin, Jacob Markstrom, Chris Tanev. We should say it can be like who you think the best player is or the most intriguing guy at the deadline. You can define it any way you want.
Jacob Markstrom, he's the best goalie available. And there's a couple teams out there. You go to Carolina, they have some questions in net. The New Jersey Devils, they need a goaltender to help get them into the playoffs and get over the top. You look around the league, there's 7 teams with good goalies. So if you're not one of them, go and get this guy.
Jacob Markstrom for me for that reason. And I'm looking at someone like Colorado as well. You know, you look at this league now today, and you need tandem goaltenders, right? You need to at least get you through a long run. Jacob Markstrom, 916 save percentage, and really good term left still.
The sweep, Jacob Markstrom, but I have sound reasoning. Because a couple of weeks ago, given the no-move clause of Markstrom, I didn't think that he was going to be traded. I'm still somewhat on the fence, but we know the New Jersey Devils have considerable interest. There's been communication, so it makes more sense now that he goes.
Alexander Oetkin entered tonight's game against Colorado on a 5-game goal streak and exactly 60 goals shy of one-upping Wayne Gretzky's all-time high of 894. Has Ovi erased all doubts that he'll pass Gretzky, or do some doubts remain in your mind, O?
He's erased all doubts for me, and he's gone quite a distance because I thought he was going to retire at Christmas time when he had 5 goals, and we were talking about him like he was a 4th-line right winger. He just seems like he's got some juice now, and he's going to start scoring a lot more.
I'm saying some doubts remain because, like, such a slow start, right? And 60 goals doesn't sound like a lot. That's a ton of goal scoring.
Erased all doubts for me because of the consistency over his career. I mean, 9 seasons at 50 goals. You got to figure that shooting percentage is going to go up, and I think he's going to play until he gets it.
Which was the greater Canadian comeback on Sunday? Canada rallying from 3 games down to complete a reverse sweep and win the rivalry series, or Nick Taylor rallying from 3 strokes down to win the Phoenix Waste Management Open? Darren Dreger.
Nick Taylor, I mean, look, you're a team of 2, right? You've got Nick Taylor and you've got his caddy out there on the golf course. And as you described, James, you know, he forced the playoff down the stretch and then went birdie to win in the playoffs. So, Nick Taylor.
Canada winning the rivalry series. Come on, you got to win 4 in a row.
It was impressive. 2 years in a row.
Oh, you're watching. All right. Yeah, no, for me, you know, it's 2 years in a row to do the reverse sweep. You know, when you're up against your rival opponent, Canada, the U.S., one of the greatest rivalries, you know, in the world. So for me, absolutely, it's that.
Nick Taylor winning the Phoenix Open. It was a great field. He played unbelievable down the stretch. And I go back to the golf season. There's 2 rounds. Nick Taylor in Phoenix, and Jimmy, your round in Hamilton when it was wintertime.
Yeah.
And you shot your career best, 72.
Wow, man, I'm so tempted right now to give this to you because but you know, Drake's was so good tonight on the Rielly thing, and Cheryl, it's a tie. You know, someone pointed out to me the other day that the belt goes to the best performance in the studio on the quiz. And why should it just be us powder puffs? Tonight, Rennie on camera 1. He's been excellent with the zooms, the pans, the tilts. He hasn't made any bad jokes. Rennie, camera 1, has the belt tonight, baby. Oh, you're close. You were so close tonight,
It's outrageous.
So close.
This is so
we're never Rennie. Put it on, Rennie. We're never going to hear the end of this.
No.
Second period's just
Here, I'll tie it up for you.
Leafs up 2-0.
Thank you.